So the first thing we're going to want to do is, if you're like me and this desktop right here is awful, we're going to want to take the time and clean that up in case I spilled coffee or soda or something in this machine. All of this work right here would be lost if I didn't clean this up. So in the start menu down here on the bottom, we're going to go to my computer up there. First thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our C drive. Remember, our C drive is the actual machine sitting in front of us. We're going to open up the users folder right there. We're going to find the folder that says our username on it. For me, that's P. Johnson, and this right now tells me on my pathway I'm in my C drive with all of my content. So I'm just going to shrink up this window because my goal is to get two windows side by side. So the next thing I'm going to go open up is my H drive. I'm going to open up the start menu, go up to the computer, click on the H right here where it says my name, and then this is my H drive, that's my path. And I'm going to put those two windows right beside each other. Alright, so our H drive, let's just review, is the drive that is located in our Medway servers here in Medway. It is backed up every night, it is very safe, it is secure, so if the laptop in front of me started smoking or crashed in any way, all of the materials that I have here on the H drive would be backed up and retrievable. So if you went over to the tech department and said, hey, I spilled coffee on my laptop, and you saved everything to your desktop here, they cannot retrieve that. There's a possibility they can't get it back. But if you keep saving to your H drive over here, which is the network, it doesn't really matter what machine you're using, they can always get that content for you. So our goal is to get stuff off of here and put it over there. The first folder that we're going to look at within your folder right here is we're going to come down and we're going to open up your desktop, which is right there. As you can see, my desktop was insane. So I would want to copy all this stuff. I'm going to click once on this folder. I'm going to hold down the Shift key, and I'm going to click the next thing, however much that I like, and all of these are highlighted. One way that I could do this is I could take this and I could just drag it over. But I would like to be a little bit more organized than that. So I'm going to, on my H drive up here, I'm going to make a new folder that says, hey, this is all my desktop stuff. I encourage you to take the time to maybe organize a little bit better than that. So here's my desktop stuff, and I have this highlighted. I could do a right mouse click and copy, come over here and do a right mouse click and paste. I could do it that way. I could drag it over, whatever you're more comfortable with. But I'm going to take a look in that desktop and make sure everything's off of it and onto my H drive. Okay. The next thing we're going to do after we clean up our desktop is we're going to come down here to the My Documents section. And this may be just a habit that you have at home, is that you throw everything in your documents, but remember your documents is located on your computer. So if this laptop again starts smoking, I would lose anything that I had in My Documents. I'm going to open that folder, I'm going to clean it up, and I'm going to drag that over onto my H drive. Alright, a few more folders we need to look at. My Music. I don't have a lot underneath there. My Pictures and my Videos. So the 5 main folders I want you to look at for content is this: Desktop, Documents, Music, Pictures, and Videos. And after that's done, we have one more thing to consider. That last thing to consider right here is the favorites. The favorites, it happens to hold all of your bookmarks that you have on your web browser. If you are using Google Chrome, this is not a problem for you. You do not have to do this step, though you can look into it. Google Chrome travels around with you with all your favorites, so it doesn't matter what machine you're using, your favorites always travel regardless of whether I'm at home on my machine or my iPhone or my iPad. Doesn't matter. But if you are still currently using Internet Explorer or Firefox, then you do need to go into your favorites folder here and take a look at what you have. You would copy all of this, just the way that we talked about. Highlight this. I'm going to make a new folder. Strongly encourage that when you're dealing with the folders on your favorites, that you make a folder called Favorites, and open that up. And then you would paste everything over here. Okay, I can do that right now. It won't take that long. You click OK. There you go. So now I know that when I get my new machine in September, I'm sure that we're replacing them over the summer, I can now take my favorites and put them back on my new desktop, my new machine that I'm going to be getting. Alright, so this is how to clean up your desktop, guys. Check out your favorites, your documents, music, pictures, and your desktop, and put it all over to your H drive. I encourage you in the future to try to break the habit of saving anything to these 5 areas, specifically desktops and documents, and having everything into your H drive. It'll save you a next step when we move forward. Again, I'm always happy to answer any questions for you. Happy to walk through this process with you or just be in the room should you have any questions when you're ready for this. Thanks.